Did you know that such a commonplace item today as a baby stroller has quite a long and fascinating history? It would seem that creating a comfortable mode of transport for a small child would be simple, almost obvious, right? Or is it not so straightforward? Let's explore together how it all began and what it ultimately led to. We'll even speculate about what the future might hold. You're with Factopia Go, and let's get started. According to official records, the very first stroller was invented by a man named William Kent in 1733, specifically for the Duke of Devonshire, William Cavendish, who had 6 children. It wasn't really a stroller as we know it, but more of a carriage. It required horsepower to move. More specifically, the power of a pony, donkey, or goat due to its small size. Here's what it looked like. It's now a museum exhibit. You could call it a miniature version of a standard adult carriage. It wasn't meant to be pulled by hand, as it didn't have a handle and it doesn't seem very safe for a small passenger. In the late 18th century, many people began to use some form of transportation to carry babies. These included carriages, wheelbarrows, carts, and wagons, again pulled by ponies. But then, someone had the idea to put a handle on a cart. Finally, parents could walk with their children and pull a cart behind them. But it wasn't very comfortable, so servants were often hired to do this work. In those days, baby carriages were status symbols. Only the wealthy could afford them. They were made individually, to order, from a variety of materials and in a variety of shapes, resembling animals or birds, with high or low wheels, made of wood, metal, wicker, carved and decorated with bows, ribbons, ruffles, and lace. Velvet, satin, and plush in the noble colors were used lavishly. A child in such a pram became a spectacle, displayed for the public as if in a shop window. The names of the prams also vied for prominence: Balmoral, Windsor, Princess, Duchess, and so on. Queen Victoria, who had 9 children, was instrumental in popularizing the pram. She wasn't afraid to harness herself to a pram and loved to take her children around the royal park. In the second half of the 19th century, the stroller finally got the handle we all know and love today, so that people could push it forward. It was a revolutionary improvement. But at the time, strollers were considered a form of urban transportation, and in London, people were fined for using them on the sidewalk instead of the street. In America, owners were required to attach oil lamps, as per traffic regulations. The 1876 catalog of the Colby Brothers Company in Vermont, USA, listed 54 different models of baby carriages, ranging in price from $6 to $80. And each year the variety grew. The next innovative improvement came in 1889 with the addition of a reversible handle. This meant that the child could face either forward or backward in relation to the person pushing. The stroller owes this feature to William Richardson of Baltimore. He also gave it independent wheels, making it more maneuverable. At the beginning of World War II, fears of gas attacks led to the production of fully enclosed strollers that resembled mobile ovens. The stroller was, in effect, a giant gas mask. Children couldn't really enjoy it. It was just for safe transportation. The classic design of the modern stroller that many of us recognize was developed in Germany. It was a bassinet stroller with a hood for rain and sun protection and a cover for safe transport. The most prestigious stroller, if that term can be used, is the Silver Cross brand, used by members of the British royal family. This brand also began producing strollers for 2, 3, 4, or even more children. In the past, strollers were even used in the US to transport entire groups of kindergarten children at once. As you can see, the evolution of the stroller continues. Today, there's a wide range of models to suit every taste and need. There are even jogging strollers for parents who like to run. 3 or 4 wheels are the norm for modern strollers. But in the future, it's possible we'll see strollers without wheels, perhaps gliding on an air cushion, or even powered by some undiscovered principle.